What's up, everybody? Today I'm here to do my Walking Dead Season 3 preview discussion like I always do. I know you guys, some of you guys enjoy it, so I'm going to continue doing this. And today I want to do a preview discussion for Episode 4 of The Walking Dead titled Killer Within. And let me touch on this first before I actually get off into the preview. I want to talk about the governor in the previous, and also about the previous episode that we just seen. And I noticed something about the governor that a lot of people didn't notice, and it's really I really noticed this when he killed those army men. This guy do not want nobody to overthrow him in terms of his authority to the people, and I noticed this. He feels that he's on a hierarchy than everybody else, so he don't want nobody opposing the threat to that. So he would do whatever it takes to kill them, even if they're living. And as I stated before, how can you say you want to rebuild the human race when you killing the humans? What sense does that make? The only reason he said that because he was filling Andrea head up. And we see this flirtation him and Andrea got going on. They flirting with each other. Now here's the thing, people, for some of you who didn't notice. Andrea is very easy to manipulate, if I say that right. Very easy. Anybody could do it. Perfect example. Remember, Shane was able to do it. Cause remember, when when Shane messed around, and we hear Shane telling her about he's ready to lead a group because basically don't nobody trust him, and Andrea was basically stating that she was there for him, even though she knew he couldn't be trusted. This was common sense, but she still let Shane basically fool with her mind, and he fooled with her mind so much she started questioning Rick's leadership about towards Shane, and it didn't make no sense because she knew what type of person Shane was, and she even started questioning Dale about Shane, and we all know that her and Dale was very close, and like Shane literally manipulated her mind. And it's the same thing the governor is doing to her right now. And it's very easy for somebody to do this to Andrea, especially somebody that she likes. And going back to what I was saying about the hierarchy thing, the governor don't want nobody overthrowing him. I noticed that. I really noticed that about him. That's the reason why he killed those soldiers or those army men, because of that. Because think about it. He probably thought they was a threat, and they could overthrow his authority. And he wanted to be the hero to the people that's still living, like the humans that still living. He wanted to be the hero, and basically, he didn't want those army men to come back to Woodbury with him because, of course, they had weapons. And then another thing could have been that he's scared that they would have took over Woodbury, which didn't make no sense to me because you never even got to ask them questions. You never even really talked to him. The only thing you told them is that basically I have your Lieutenant Wells, and they got happy and let their guard down. And that right there is some bullshit. You had no reason killing those people. You ain't know what they was about. Those people could have helped you in Woodbury. I mean, they lost their post. They got number of zombies on their post now. So I don't get it. And he take walkers and put their head in tanks for entertainment, people. He even said it in the comic book. He says in the comic book, this is better than watching cable TV. That's right. That's the reason why he keep those zombie heads in that tank. Because he says it's better than fucking entertainment, which didn't make no sense to me. So you mean to tell me those 3 walkers that Merle shot in the head and killed, he decapitated their head and he put it in a tank, which didn't make no sense to me. And we also know that he killed Lieutenant Wells and put his head in the tank. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you exactly when he killed Lieutenant Wells. Remember when him and Merle came back after they killed them the army men, and they came back to Woodbury. He basically told the Woodbury people that the men was already dead when they got there. So they took they cars, they food, they supplies, they medicines, and all that type of stuff. You can see the governor telling Milton. Now Milton is his right hand man. That's the reason why when Milton and Merle got into, he took Milton's side because Milton is his right hand man. He's like, Milton is the only person that he truly trusts. He don't really trust Merle like that. And you can see him telling Milton about Lieutenant Wells. Now, he killed Lieutenant Wells after he killed those army men. That's right, people. He killed them right after that. A lot of people didn't know that because they didn't show it on the screen. It was off screen, but he did kill Lieutenant Wells after that. And cut off his head and put it in a fish tank. Now, let's get off into the preview discussion. We first see Michonne. Now, it's revealed that the governor sees her as a war potential. Now, for some of you don't know what a war potential is, basically somebody that's capable of his standards of going to war with him, or just in general doing what he doing, killing people and taking their supplies. And he definitely sees her as a potential of a candidate of that status. And the reason why he sees her as this because he also applied her for her performance, basically about the 2 walkers she had, because we seen Milton talking to him, and basically Milton said it's amazing how she was able to control these walkers like she did. And you can see how the governor say camouflage, meaning that she was using the walkers to blend in with the other walkers so the walkers wouldn't attack her, if you get what I'm saying. And we can see how he applied her for that, and how you can see the excitement and how he liked it there. So now he's trying to recruit her. But here goes the thing though, people. Michonne never trusted him. Never. And like I said, it gets to a point where Andrea believes in this guy so much. She believes in the governor so much, she starts to question Michonne's suspicions towards him, meaning asking him why you basically don't like him. What's your suspicions about him? And basically you hear Michonne say she don't trust him. That's like I stated before, it's very easy to manipulate Andrea's mind. It's fucking easy. And he also put on a lot of charm for people. You can't even tell he's the person that he is, because he seemed to put this charm on and people love him. But we see Michonne touch a tire. Now this is the same tire from the army trucks, because remember when they had killed the army soldiers, we seen Michonne touch a tire, and we see some blood on her finger. Now here goes the thing, people. It's possible when the governor had killed those soldiers, one of those soldiers had fell in an army truck, and possibly the wound that was bleeding, probably his wound that was bleeding that got shot, of course, probably left blood on that tire. And see, the governor didn't notice, but Michonne noticed this, because you seen in that preview, like as I just stated, she take her finger and touch that tire and find blood on it. So it's possible that one of those soldiers had fell on that tire while they was falling down, and they was about to die, and they was bleeding. So yeah, she's on to him now. She's really on to him. Next, we see basically we go to the Rick part, and we see somebody take an axe and literally cuts the chain off the gate. Now here's the thing, and we also see them put like a heart. Now I don't know if this is a human heart, or I don't know what kind of this could be a heart or a piece of human part, or a piece of a human that came from a human or something. But he sets it down, and we see the lock that he just cut. We see the lock that he just cut next to the human flesh or heart. So it's possible after he cut this lock, he probably put some human flesh or something down on the ground, so the walkers can come. Because remember, the walkers can smell. They can smell human, like fresh human, like humans that still living. They can smell it. So it's possible that they smelt that, then they decided to run through the gate and get into the prison, because they did cut the locks. And let me state this: the guy who does this is an African American. We can tell because his hands is black or brown, the way his arm is black or light brownish or black color. Now, my suspicions is probably either Andrew. It's possible that Andrew survived. Although we heard Andrew scream, it's not really confirmed that he's dead. Or it could be Oscar. Because now remember, this guy didn't have his sleeves going down. We seen this guy full on. I remember, Oscar always roll up his sleeves. Like, go back and watch episode 2 of The Walking Dead. You will see how everybody have their sleeves rolled down except Thomas. And of course Thomas did, and of course Big Tiny did. But you will see Oscar with the only person that have on a full suit with his sleeves rolled up. And this guy don't have no slight type of jailhouse sleeve going down. This sleeve is rolled up. And also we see Rick and Daryl confront Oscar and Axel. And then Rick say, we had a deal. Now it's possible that when because remember when Rick them cleared out that prison, and he basically told them, you gonna stand here and all people gonna stand on the other side. And Daryl and Daryl and I think T-Dog states to them, well, you gonna need to burn those bodies too. That's the best thing to do. Now it's possible that Oscar and Axel got kind of fed up, so they decided to leave out that cell block. And then that's when I think Rick tells them we had a deal, because basically you say you was gonna stay in that cell block and we was gonna stay in the other one, but I guess they don't want to stay in the cell block no more, because we did hear Oscar kind of throwing some hints at Rick, basically saying, man, you just gonna leave us here and stuff. So it's possible that happened. And we also found out that somebody I don't know if they messed around in the guard tower and turned on the horns. Now, not those horn noises that you was hearing. It's possible that when a riot happened, the horns start blowing, so it can alert the officers to put on the riot gear because a riot is going on, and basically for safety matters. But we do hear a horn blowing, and now I'm guessing whoever doing this is probably trying to make the walkers come, because remember, if the walkers hear noise, they will come. That's the bad thing about that. Or it could possibly be another male that we don't another African American male that we don't know about. That's basically in the jailhouse, because the title is Killer Within. So it's probably somebody that we already seen that's probably already in that prison. That's going to be a killing. Oh, it's confirmed that somebody will die out of Rick group in this episode. I'm probably thinking it could be Laurie. It could be Beth. I don't see Rick. I don't see Daryl. I definitely see Daryl down, because Daryl is Rick's right hand man. It could be anyone. I don't think it's Hershey. I don't think it's Carl. I don't think it's Glenn. I don't think it's Maggie. I would probably say Beth, Laurie, or probably T-Dog. Or it could be out of those three: Beth, Laurie, and T-Dog, and probably Carol. But I don't see Carol dying. But them three is my speculations: Beth, Laurie, and T-Dog. Them my predictions who I think will die. And the other scene really didn't count. We see Laurie, we see Glenn and Maggie messing around on the guard tower up there, having sex. Because in the comic book, in the comic book, Glenn and Maggie do have a lot of sex. Jesus, man, they have so much sex in the comic book. They have sex everywhere. Like, soon as they got to the prison, they had sex. So yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything about this preview discussion. I'm trying to think, was it anything else in this preview discussion that I didn't talk about? Yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. Oh, one more thing. We hear Merle tell the governor about a farm, about Herschel's farm. So I'm assuming that they're going to go to Herschel's farm next, because remember, because I don't think the governor too much believe what's coming out of Andrea's mouth, if you get what I'm saying. Because if he believed to, why come he keeps sending Merle to talk to her? And like Milton said, you cannot leave Merle unsupervised to talk to those women, because Merle is asking questions that's not pertaining to what the governor is telling him to ask. He's asking some side questions for himself. And we can see he have a map. So yes, I'm assuming that they will go to Hershey Farm, but they're gonna have to bring a lot of artillery because a herd could easily get made at Hershey Farm because there's no security, no nothing. You don't have no fences around Hershey thing. It's all space, open space for anybody to come. So yeah, and like I say, I don't. The governor don't trust Merle. The Merle don't trust the governor. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. But yeah, this was my preview discussion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.